Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mercedes with another episode of WakesetGO. Now, if you're new here, WakesetGO is a podcast that I created as well as a brand centered around charging up the CEO in you. My goal is to help motivate others, help them with their mindset. And as a marketing consultant, I also dive into a couple of things related around business just to help people, consumers, consultants, and contractors and employees, no matter where you are, charge up the CEO inside of you. So, with that, let's get into it. Today, the topic I want to discuss is this whole TikTok ban massacre. It's been everywhere, it's been having everyone in a frenzy. And I get rightfully so because as people, we get attached to our brands, we get attached to our devices and our platforms and our apps, which some can say they're distractions. But I feel like with TikTok, the platform, it's been one of those like love hate relationships where I didn't necessarily get too much into the trends at first, but once I decided to create my own niche page, I realized the importance of having TikTok from a community standpoint. It's just one of those places where you go to and you can be your authentic self, show up however it is that you feel comfortable or not comfortable, but you're educating people. I've learned so many different recipes. I've learned about historical facts that you would not find in the textbooks, or things that people keep hidden, or reality news of things that are pretty much important. There's even a STEM section where people are showing you how to solve some of life's most complex problems. So I don't think or get the whole TikTok is this end all be all gonna attack or our data as much as any other app that we are possibly more likely using. I understand that there are going to be some new changes coming within the next couple of weeks, whether or not there's going to be an American buyer or not. I'm still avidly using the platform, but as business owners, I know that this is a trying time where if your strategy on social media was to focus solely on TikTok, that you may be in a disarray. And that's where I'm here to help you with changing your mindset and changing the way that you may be thinking about this TikTok ban. All right, let's start it. Here we go. So, if you have only been marketing to a certain customer or consumer base on TikTok, then hey, we need to talk. We need to talk. TikTok, I know people go viral just for doing food reviews, dances, lip syncs, things like that. But it's also a good time to practice your storytelling, doing short videos, and if that sounds like you and something that your business, if it's a service based business, if it's something that a widespread audience can get to know you as a realtor, for instance, a real estate agent, I think it's great to do videos. Show me a home. Tell me why I should buy a home from you and get your community localized. But there's also a couple other platforms you can use and not feel defeated on social media if TikTok does go away. So, another platform I think that would be great for you to get on is YouTube. YouTube has the capability where you can do YouTube shorts. So, those same short videos that you want to just educate people on, you're able to find your audience and use a platform that is backed by Google. So, you know that the search engine should be able to help find your results and you can do your video content. I believe they also are working on doing some podcast integrations. Last I checked, Google did away with their podcast feature since YouTube has some of those specialties. So we could see more of that in the future because podcasts, videos, things like that are still great opportunities and ways for you to connect, network with your audience, and get in front of people and talk about what it is that you provide. And we live in a digital first world where people like being able to get on their phone, learn more about who it is that they're going to be working with. And if they can't find you online, they may not feel so comfortable. Don't you agree? But nothing beats being in person as well. This community that we can build on TikTok, I believe also in person is great and healthy as well. Being able to get back into networking. Since COVID is over, I know it shut down a lot of people from doing events, but now people are starting back going to conferences. People are starting back going to events. So if your audience is going to be around any of those groups or any of those local chambers, put yourself out there. Be able to network and get connected with some people in person as well. Build relationships with others. Have those connections. Be able to have those social opportunities to be able to really dive in and connect with community. Community is very, very important. And like I said, I learned that just seeing how well niches do on TikTok. It's very adamant that people look for community. They look for people that are interested in the same things that they're interested in. Foodies attract fellow foodies and attract people that like to go eat food. So if you're making content around food, chances are you're going to be able to have a specialized audience following you. Now, if that's you, Instagram has, of course, Threads, another platform, which is good for an alternative to Twitter. There's also Instagram Reels, another way that you can do your short form video content. And you can create a customized page specifically for that. Because I know Instagram and Facebook can feel a little too personal because there are people that you have personal relationships that you know that may not be your audience. However, you can easily change your business name and have it specifically for your business and try to cultivate using certain keywords, finding certain other influencers and research other groups to be able to make sure that you're keeping your following and the people that follow you engaged. And these are people that are actually supporters that are going to help tie you into the brands that you're trying to get connected with as well. And if you are one of those brands or companies and you're just wanting to continue to stay and maintain and be afloat, I think having an Instagram presence as well as having a strategy on if you want to be on Facebook or not, regardless, as business owners, it's important to have marketing efforts on platforms that are going to reach you to your right audience. Now, if you're connecting to Gen Zers, I know Snapchat actually, surprisingly, people sometimes forget about Snapchat, but they have a really cool ad area where people can connect their businesses to consumers that may be interested. So, as business owners, do not be fearful whenever platforms go away. This is a time for you to think about your strategy and how to diversify your marketing channels so that you can avoid the impact of a ban if it were to happen. You won't lose any of your insights, any of your following. People can still find you and connect with you on those other platforms. Now, another thing that I would say is to build an email list. That is another important thing for you to do. Have some lead forms set up. I know Instagram has this feature, Facebook has that feature. If you have a Facebook page or a landing page, be able to grab those emails so that if you are trying to stay in touch with your consumers, your followings, let them know about promotions, let them know about new openings and specials. That way, you can send email blasts to them, text alerts to them, find ways to stay connected with them outside of just a DM or comments. Have their email so that you can build a community around that and a group around that. And then you can take it wherever you go when you do your podcast, when you do your Discord groups, when you do your live streaming on Twitch, wherever you may be at next, if you find that that's beneficial for your business and going to get you the right attention that you need. Because every business is different. If you're a brick and mortar, or if you're a service based, or if you're someone that's just a standalonepreneur, where you should be is going to really come down to what your business vision is. And that's something I can't quite tell you on this video, maybe during a specific consult. And if you are a service-based business, I would also unbiasedly recommend you go to this new platform created, getlocallow.com, especially if you're trying to expand out your SEO, because that's another thing that's important and why people have their presence on different channels, because having your brand name out there and having your naming convention on these pages help you outside of just your website. Now, again, not to be biased at all, websites are great. I think they're great digital business cards to connect with people, to help them identify how to connect with you, be it email, be it phone call, be it text, be it app. They need to find you and be able to know what it is that you represent, what it is that you do, how they can stay in touch with you, so that if a platform does go away, your website, and you have control of that, is going to still be there. And people can still get access to you, find your content, and you don't have to worry about other CEOs battling it out for what you've built, what you've worked for. So as creatives, don't lose sight that you are a creator and that you can continue to create no matter what the platform is. But do not miss out on the opportunity to diversify where you put your creativity at, how you distribute that creativity, and where you place it at as well, so that you still own it. Because at the end of the day, this is your brand identity. This is your product that you're selling and putting it out there to the world to see. And when we think about it, that can be pretty overwhelming. And don't shorten your success, because all pages and platforms, when you're starting fresh, take time to build. If you got 10 likes on something or 20 likes on something, imagine seeing 20 people engaging with you in a day, in just off of a matter of span of a few minutes. That can be pretty overwhelming. So don't shorten your success. That's something to celebrate. No matter how many likes you get, you never know, that could turn into sales, that can turn into brand awareness, and they may be able to save that for a referral in the future, just because they know someone that is in the industry, and that's somebody that they may need to stay connected with. So do not shorten any type of successful measurements or compare yourself to anyone else on the platform. Own your purpose, own your plan, own your social media, and whatever creativity that you put out there on those platforms. That key word is social and media. You're socializing on a digital space. The same way you're doing online, you can also do in person as well. And you can do on your website. You can interact with people, and you can do so on Get Local Low. You can connect with others that are like-minded and build a community. Build some socialization around your business. Make it fun. Doesn't always have to be serious. Now, if you're in a serious business, I get it. You may not even want to be on TikTok at all. So this may not even be for you, but it is, because it's good to know what platforms are out there, because that helps you to make a decision for your business about where you should spend your time, your energy, and your resources, and making that investment further. Now, I wouldn't completely rule off TikTok, because who knows, an American buyer may come in and we may still have it. But in the meantime, you can also enjoy some of those same features on other platforms as well. As always, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Until next time.